We're back. We're back. Oh, Humble Games. Was this a thing last time? I don't remember if Humble Games was on last time. So welcome. Welcome to Signalis. I'm gonna turn it down on my end. Okay, you can hear me. Good. If you can't, just let me know, and I mean, we'll go back in and futz around. Hello, Glitch, with sound and stuff, but just to let you know. Also, you may notice things are a little bit different this time. You might notice that there's spoilers in the title. How is thee today? Thee is good. How are you? Ooh, this game looks interesting. Yes, we're going to be talking about that very quickly. We have played this game before. This game looks creepy. It is. We played this for last year's Too Spooky. So this is going to be a full spoiler run. If you have not seen this being played before, or you have not played it, and I suggest going in as blind as possible to it in order to experience the story, go do that if you care to play this game, or if any point you're like, shit, I want to play this game. Please feel free to leave, go play it, or watch. We are going for the Lily ending. There's technically four endings to this game. There is... Oh, I have tabs. You know it's serious when I have tabs, just for how crazy this game can get. There's four endings. There is the Leave ending, the Memory ending, the Promise ending, and the Lily ending. Ooh, tabs. Hell yeah. We got the Promise ending, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Which made, if I remember correctly, I was very confused, so I did not cry. Sounds extensive. It is. We'll be getting into it, Glitch. What's the Promise ending? You'll have to go back and find out, because I'm not telling you. Just driving people to last year's stream. So we're first going to talk about the story, because the story of Signalis is very confusing, and it is going to be full of spoilers. It is full of spoilers. It pretty much spoils the main story of the game. So I will put in chat when if you want to be spoiler free to leave, and then I'll put in chat when to come back. Just mute the audio if you don't want the story more or less to be spoiled fully. Although we will be talking about it throughout playing Signalis. Because the game is really confusing. Nah, I'm good, I want to hear. Fair enough. Honey, who also loves this game, recommended the video to me. Signalis is horrifying and beautiful by Power Pack. And it goes over their interpretation of the story. There is no official interpretation. Rose Engine, which are two devs, they have not released what endings are canon, what the story actually is. It's kind of a piece it together situation where people have certain theories and have certain ideas of what the story is about. Like, there's things everyone kind of agrees on. However, there are things people don't agree on, and I'm going to explain my own interpretation too. When I first thought about replaying Signalis, I wrote out kind of how I thought the story went, and I will say the majority is from that guy's video. However, I will say once my interpretation kind of comes in. And then we're going to talk about how to get the secret ending to the game, because it can get very, very complicated. We're going to go the easy route that people have already discovered, and it was basically like, go to this room, do this thing. However, it's like essentially an ARG inside of the game to unlock the secret ending. Before I remembered, I took a shit ton of notes last time. So before I forget, let me grab a notepad and a pen specifically for this game, because you have to remember quite a bit of stuff, and if you know my memory is shit. So here we go. I'm going to type in the chat, caps lock, story spoilers now, because we're going to go over essentially the entirety of the story. I would recommend, if you want to go in blind, go in blind. It is much better to experience it for yourself. This is very much a game that's also like the Locked Tomb series, which is a book series where you play it once just to kind of get the basics of everything that's happening, and then you play it again for the actual story, because now you understand what's happening. So shout out to Signalis' Horrifying and Beautiful by Power Pack for the majority of this information. Here we go. So this game has AI type robots called replicas. Replicas are robots that have a brain based on a person. So essentially it's a brain scan, and then they use that brain for each model of replica. However, the Elster units do not have this. The original brain scan got lost or corrupted, so they are a copy of the original copy, which kind of fucks with their systems a bit. So our Elster remembers Alina Seo, who is the brown-haired woman. Trust me, this will make sense. From the original Elster unit. A woman she served with in the military and has been dead for many, many years pre the story. But because Elster units are a copy of another unit instead of the copy of the original brain, that's how we remember this woman, and why at the beginning of the game we're initially searching for this woman is because she's the woman we know and we originally served with. I say we, I mean the Elster unit from like 100 years ago. Here we go. Your main thing of this game is you're trying to find this white-haired woman. And that's the main thing of the game. Her name is Ariane. So her story is she grows up in an outpost with her mom, where in this world, reading literature is banned from the government. And her mom and her have like a lot of banned books. And there's a lot of references to different literature, which is an important thing in the story. It's decided that Ariane would be better going to school in a city. She's shipped off. She gets bullied mercilessly, Jesus, causing her hair to go from brown to white, which is an actual thing that can happen. It's nicknamed the Marie Antoinette syndrome. And what essentially happens is you get put under so much stress, your hair pretty much overnight shifts to gray. It loses all its pigment, which it was rumored that when Marie Antoinette found out she was going to be beheaded the next day, her hair turned all white. So Ariane, after school, gets sent to the mines where she meets the Iso sisters and befriends them. They're other characters in this game. To get out of working in the mines, because she's working in a fucking mine, Ariane signs up for the Penrose mission. Here, she is assigned an Elster unit. She befriends this unit, showing it media, music, books, movies, and does everything she's not supposed to do. So, you're not supposed to befriend these units. These units are supposed to help you, and you're not supposed to show them media, books, anything. Don't do that. That's banned. And Ariane's like, fuck that, I'm gonna befriend this Elster unit. And eventually, lesbianism happens. Eventually, they become lovers. 1,500 cycles, so 1,500 days. A cycle's a day. Into their mission, it's revealed that the Penrose mission is to map undiscovered solar systems and find proof of alien life and send this information back to the company via ship comms. At the end of Cycle 3000, it is revealed that their mission is at the end, that they are not meant to come home, and the replica should kill the Gestalt pilot, who is Ariane, to avoid future complications. Ariane doesn't give this order. So Elster is not aware that this is supposed to happen. And essentially, if they reach 3,000 cycles, the company goes, hey, your mission's a failure. Whoopsies. Thanks for gathering all that information for us. You're going to die out in space. And what you should order your Elster unit to do is kill you, and it will eventually power down because it'll stop running. But Ariane, because she loves Elster, does not give her this command. When I was about 6, I decided to run away from home, changed my mind about 6 hours later, and returned home safe. Half of my mom's head turned gray the next day. Hello, Kwai. I understand. How are you doing? Ariane and Elster both deteriorate due to lack of supplies and ship deterioration. Ariane eats bits of Elster. That and the ship deteriorating causes both Ariane and Elster to develop the sickness you see in the game. Mainly Ariane develops this sickness. Ariane goes insane, making Elster promise to kill her. Elster doesn't, but she puts her in cryostasis. So now my interpretation of events that happen from here is Elster walks out into the snow, not being able to fulfill her promise since she loves Ariane. The last thing she sees is the remains of an alien civilization, which are the portal arch things with the stairs that we see throughout the game. The red sand area we see is Limbo, the arches being there because it was the last thing Elster saw. Since Ariane is bioresonant, which is a thing in this game, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's essentially just... imagine she has telepathy. Ariane puts out a signal that corrupts replica units, spreading the sickness that she has. The sickness corrupts the bioresonant unit Fulkna, who is essentially like the head unit, causing her to go comatose and spread the sickness to the mining facility she's visiting, essentially acting as a radio, being both a receiver of Ariane's signal and a speaker projecting it. The promise Elster made to Ariane, and essentially go out in search of the signal, and continue to search out the signal if Ariane isn't killed, but the Elster unit is. The loop closes once both Ariane and Elster are dead, essentially the promise ending. The Elster unit we play is one of maybe hundreds, if not thousands, of Elster units that have been driven to this mining facility and subsequently Ariane's signal over who knows how many years. Both Falkner and Adler become aware they're in the loop. Falkner because she's bioresonant, Adler from retaining some memories and diary entries from previous loops. And at some point you can actually find a unit down in a basement who also knows that it's in a loop. I know that doesn't super make sense, but essentially because Ariane is stuck in cryostasis, she sends out this signal essentially being like, hey, if you're an Elster unit, come save me, and come fulfill your promise. You need to fulfill your promise. You promised you would kill me. You need to do this. And so these Elster units are either shipped. There was one loop where the Elster unit was in the mining facility already, and was driven by the signal. There's other loops where an Elster unit comes to the mining facility that the game takes place in. And if the Elster unit dies or can't find Ariane or doesn't fulfill the promise to kill her, the loop essentially resets and continues on. And it's Groundhog's Day over and over and over and over again. And you're essentially just living the same experience over and over and over. It's a really sad story. And it didn't make sense to me until I watched a video explaining it, and then I'm like, holy shit, this all really makes sense. This makes sense. I get it. I understand it now. So that's essentially my interpretation of the story. And I'm just typing out here. And it is really interesting. Throughout the last, third of the game, you definitely get the loop thing. However, we're going to stop talking about the story. I hope that made some sense. If not, don't worry. Keep it in the back of your mind. It'll make sense when you're watching it. Now, there is an ending called the Lily ending. I do not know what happens. I've been actively avoiding watching anything about this ending, reading anything about this ending, because I want to go into it fully blind. At both the beginning and at the end of the game, you end up in this tiny room which has a safe that is wrapped in chains and locks, and there are 3 keys that you need to find in the game that correspond with each lock. On subsequent playthroughs of Signalis, if you have your radio on and you go through each room, which is why we will be using Profile 1, which is my original run of Signalis, you will start to hear an interesting, tone, song beeps type things playing in a certain room in a certain area of the game. The only way to really unlock this is to go through the full radio frequency and see if you can hear anything. What this is it's an SSTV signal. Now, what the fuck is an SSTV signal, you're asking? This is a slow scan television. From SSTV decoder. It has the definition as slow scan television, abbreviated as SSTV, is a technique used to transmit static images over narrowband radio frequencies. It is widely used by amateur radio operators and space agencies due to its efficiency in sending visual data using minimal bandwidth. Unlike the traditional video transmission, which requires high data rates, SSTV send images line by line as modulated audio tones, making it ideal for long distance and low power communications. SSTV was initially developed in the 1950s for military and scientific use. Over time, it became a popular tool among radio amateurs, especially for communicating during emergencies, engaging in hobby activities, and receiving images from space missions, including broadcasts from the International Space Station. The audio signal, once recorded or received live, can be decoded back into a visual image using this SSTV decoder. So, what it turned out is throughout the game, you would run the signal through a decoder and it would give you 3 images, 1 per each key. The first image you get is a cage with a red background. The second image is Saturn devouring his son, and the third is the back room of the Ito bookstore. Find where those are in the levels, tuned to the same frequency of the corresponding SSTV signal, and you start clicking around, and with a bit of luck, you'll pick up the key. And so because there's no way I can do that live, I am following a Steam guide, which is titled Ending Requirements by Timberwolf. Which essentially goes over also all of the requirements to get each ending. With the Lily ending, which is the secret ending, it essentially overrides any other ending you would get as long as you get each key and you meet the requirements for it. So we will not have to worry about the leave ending, the memory ending, or the promise ending. We will be getting the Lily ending. It says exactly where each key is and where I need to find it and what I need to tune my radio to. So there is no worries there. We will be getting it, and I will be referring back to this quite a bit, because it is not easy to do this. I highly recommend doing it. I just don't have the time to. We're kind of on a crunch. If you're wondering about the requirements for the other endings, and it might be something we do, because we'll see half the endings pretty much. For the leave ending, you'll want to not kill anything you don't have to, and you'll want to burn healing items, so heal whenever you can. You'll want to spam interactions on doors you know you can't open and talk to the NPCs, and loiter around the sequences on the Penrose ship or the beach. For the memory ending, you essentially want to beat the game under 6 hours. Ignore NPCs, get off Penrose and beaches as fast. You don't want to kill enemies if you don't have to. However, it's more important that you don't take damage because you don't want to heal. And then the promise ending is essentially kill all the enemies you can and get your ass kicked. You want to also have like over 6 hours in this game. You don't want to use all of your healing items. You don't want to use healing items, and you'll want to exploit being near death. So essentially, like, you just want to rack up damage. The ending we got was the promise ending because we just spent forever in this game. Because I wanted to see everything, and also I got lost all the goddamn time. So we would probably end up getting the promise ending again. However, because we will be meeting the requirements of the Lily ending, we will be doing the Lily ending. And with that all being said, I knew about half of this part would just be explaining shit. But here we go. Let's actually dive into the game now. If I do continue, begin anew. I'm so sad to be letting go of these save files, but we will. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the SSTV signal you can only get by replaying the game. So, just to let you know. Wake up. Oh, I'm so excited to be playing this game again. It's such a good game. It is such a good game. Hi, hello, tech. Oh yeah, before I do anything, I was gonna go into settings. Oh yeah, we're using the revised one, I guess, which is the one that was used for this game. You can also have a CRT mode on, which is like really cool and looks like this. It will look like shit on YouTube if we do CRT, which is really sad. So we have to do that. We will leave the film grain on though, but we can't use CRT mode. It'll be too hard running. And also we will explore things, so don't worry about that. Oh, and if anyone understands German or I think Chinese, you're gonna enjoy, because there's some things that are in German and Chinese in this game. Penrose Type Vessel Field Operations Manual. Penrose Type vessels of the Yuezhan People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in the search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. All Penrose vessels are piloted by Gestalt Scout Officer. Gestalts are humans. supported by a land survey / ship technician replica, Elster. This partner system of Gestalt replica cooperation has proved successful in countless previous scout operations. Mutual control and support allow both the Gestalt officer and the technician replica to perform at their optimal capacity. Once the vessel is capitulated towards the edge of the solar system by an orbital mass driver, the pilot may adjust the course from the flight deck while the replica will take care of mechanical maintenance of the vessel. So essentially it's supposed to be like humans control the ship, Elster units take care of the ship. Also, you will 100% hear Bo. Smeared diary page. Cycle 57. Woke up from cryo in empty mess hall. I was wondering, Elster, looking out, flight, something like something lost in thaw. Sometimes I feel something is home. So I think it's cycle 570 maybe? Woke up from cryo chamber or sleep, an empty mess hall. I was wondering where Elster or something. Elster is looking out, something flight deck maybe, something like some person maybe lost in thought. Sometimes I feel lonely maybe. Is something home? And fun fact, I don't think you ever get to know what happens there. This this Gestalt officer sleeping bunk. So fun fact, there are a bunch of things, little details you can find by just clicking around, which is really fun. Oh my god, Bo. What a little boy. And I don't remember what the thing is, but that's okay. Diagnostic systems for the cryogenic capsule. Oh, and we just can't see. So we are Penrose Mission 512. Fun fact, it is not necessary to get the code if you already know it. Hey, don't eat my paper. Silly boy. Silly, silly boy. The suit has been removed from the case. I don't think we ever fully know who removes that specific suit. There's an Ava suit in the case. And then you need a card to activate it, which we do not have. Oh, I wonder, because this is, I think, the different Elster unit. If that was our original captain. The ship's control panel. Judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever fly again. A faded photograph is stuck to the Laudanum controls. Pick up the photograph. Yes, picked up the photograph. The landing assist monitor. It's of no use to me now. And here, you can view things like your inventory. A photograph taken on self-developing film. Despite the damage, Ariane Young can still be seen on it, who is the person we are looking for. Looks like the pigment was damaged by time and exposure to the elements. And look, there's a little... The cryo code is there. So 13589. I forget if there's anywhere else we can travel to. Did we go downstairs? Yes, because that's where we came from. I thought there might be something more, but I guess not. And look, is there a body in there? No. Or maybe there is. Until it, Oh yeah, there totally is a body until it fucking fully drains. Oh, that's creepy. 2 pieces of key snapped in half lie inside the cryogenic pod. We picked up an airlock key. We need to go find the tape. I know the room it's in, like what the room looks like. I don't know where the room is. It's right here. Never mind. I'm dumb. Elster features repair logic module. Serving our great nation as ship technicians aboard the scout vessels of the Penrose program, Elster-type replicas like yourself are equipped with a specialized repair logic module, RLM, allowing them to quickly and easily repair both themselves and important mission equipment. Accessing the RLM functions, enter the inventory screen by pressing O, select the item to repair with left and right, press X to open the command menu, select the combine option to enter combine mode. While in combine mode, select a second item, blah, blah, blah. To repair damage to the replica body, select a suitable repair item and simply choose the use option from the command menu. Sometimes it can be helpful to take a good look at an object from all sides. Select the inspect option in the command menu to enter inspect mode. With the inspect mode, use left and right to rotate the item to look at it from all sides, and also up and down. And so you can also see that it gives us a map, which is very, very nice. And then these are all of the files you can pick up throughout the game. Of course, because we have played the game before, we can view the memory whenever we would like. And here's the Penrose 512. Scout vehicle status monitor, status critical system failure detected, location unknown planetary surface, crew status, a Yearning Gestalt pilot, no signal, Ulster 512 replica unit active, mess hall. Hard landing on surface has damaged critical systems. So this actually might be the original Ulster unit. See, this game, you're gonna see, it gets quite confusing. Wait. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Because we're in a time loop, of course the original Ulster unit is the same Ulster unit as before. And the reason why there's no suit in the one thing is because we've already used it. From before the loop started. Oh, I'm dumb. Dumb idiot. We're gonna have a lot of those moments. I've had those moments throughout the past year, thinking about this. Like, Honey and I will talk, and I'll just like send a voice message to them, being like, "Oh my god, I'm so dumb." Airlock key, a magnetic key card that allows access to the Penrose airlock controls. It's been mended with tape. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. See, that's the problem with this game, is like, there's just so much shit to, like, do, you know? Use airlock key. Yeah, it's the same Ulster unit, because we're stuck in the goddamn loop. Oh, I'm dumb. Let me send a voice message, because Honey isn't here. Honey's working. Babe, it's the same fucking Ulster unit the entire time, because they're in the fucking loop. I'm dumb. I thought it was a different Ulster unit who kept on coming. But no, it's just the Ulster from the fucking loop. And the original suit that, like, when you go in with the Penrose and there's like 2 suits and one's missing, is because that was used before the loop started. I'm dumb. Also, Kwai's gonna unsubscribe because I don't understand time loops. How dare you not understand intricacies of time loops and unsubscribing. I do not blame you. Yeah, okay. I'm dumb. Also, I forget... Oh yeah, you have to... We have to walk quite a bit. Oh yeah, we have to run, because if we walk, we can't fucking move. So you have to hold R2. Or you have to press R2 to get anywhere. Man, my interpretation was so wrong. Because I was like, this is where the original Elster died. But no, I don't think so. So we just ended up landing on, like, a colony. Okay. We ended up on the Lyon colony. Interesting. I forget. Looks like I found shelter here from the blizzard. There's no point going up again right now. Fuck that. There's a strange hole leading deep into the ground. There's a faint light glowing in the deep. Crawl into the hole? Of course. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? So essentially, when Elster wakes up, that's the beginning of the time loop. And we end up in this little office. So this is the safe, which we have to find the keys for. A heavy safe box wrapped in chains. The door won't open. Where could it possibly lead to? I know. A light switch. I'd rather not turn it off. Absolutely fair. An old wooden wardrobe. Also, we are going to look at everything because last time I didn't. Textbooks on radio operation. They look old and worn. Old Imperial cereals. I'm pretty sure these are banned. Textbooks on radio operation. So this, if I remember correctly, is the mine Ariane used to work in. Dark pictures of a coastline and an island. Are they photographs? The national flag. Yes, that's our national flag. I forget where we technically... Oh, nope, that's the light. I think we're technically supposed to come from here. There's, like, nothing we can click there. The computer screen is blank. Okay, can I back up? Thank you. Oh, I can't click the keyboard. A radio transmitter seems to be connected to the computer. Can we turn it on? Nope. And then we have the book. An ancient-looking tome is lying on the table. It feels like it's calling to me. Pick up The King in Yellow, which is a book that is real. This is a real book. And apparently this game has a lot of parallels with it. And now apparently I need to pay attention to the code that's about to come out of this. Preparing to send message. So this is the message that starts the loop over and over and over again. So our Elster accidentally always sets off the loop. Oh, I'm so dumb. And this is actually a real test loop. 3948486 60170. 24326 0106 4. Great holes secretly are dug where earth pours out to surface or to suffice. And things have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. Remember our promise. Wake up. And that's the beginning of Signalis. What an opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, Okay. So chapter 1, Synchrongratiat? I don't speak German, I'm sorry. Pretty sure I said that last time too. And you know I'm sending a voice message to Honey. You know the computer that we turn on that sends the signal out? That's the computer that starts the fucking loop every single time. We accidentally start the time loop every single fucking time. Cause like with the endings, like if our Elster unit dies and like it just restarts the loop. I'm so dumb, you know. Oh, Kwai's saying, how dare you not speak German. Kwai's definitely gonna unsubscribe from me. Hello all. Hey, there's my baby! How are you? I came all the way here to find her. There's no turning back now. Bathroom stalls in various states of disrepair. Babe, I was totally off on my theory. I forget which one. Are we Langrose? No, we're Sierpinski. You stole ice cream for work and strawberry cheesecake flavor? Oh, hell yeah. Theory? Yeah, about the story. First area Lang. Yeah, okay. And I don't think we've unlocked... No, we haven't, because we don't have that module yet. What do you mean? The overall story of Signalis. I've sent you voice messages. You'll get it. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. You've been selected or have elected to be relocated by Aeon to S23 Sierpinski. Located on Lang, at the frontier of the solar system, S23 Sierpinski is the perfect place for a new beginning. At our prodigious blank vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Here you will learn all about mineral extraction, ore refinement, and munitions production, helping the war effort against the remains of the Empire. Remnants, that's the word. And of course, learning not just about theory. Aeon lets you earn your share while you practice your new craft right at the workplace. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues? Ask a protector about our ration sharing plan. A portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice. This is a great system, guys. No, not that. That. Lang Orbital Interchange S23 Sierpinski Facility Transit Station. Welcome to Sierpinski Facility. This is the bathroom, isn't it? Yeah, the bathroom did not change. Hey guys, bathroom? Didn't change in the 3 seconds we were in it. It's locked. I need to get a visitor pass from reception. There's a key card with a note taped on the window of the reception. Due to staff shortage, report new arrivals at classroom 4C Northeast. We will pick up the key. And if we go into our inventory, here we go. A photograph taken in a self-developing film. Despite the damage, Elena CEO can still be seen on it. So, this person, also you can see there is no gestalt thing, but it has her name written on the bottom there. So this person is the person the Elster unit our brain was copied from, served in the war with many, many years ago. These people are dead. It gets really confusing because she looks exactly like Ariane, but she is not Ariane. Don't worry about it. Receptionist keycard, a magnetic keycard that was taped to the receptionist window. Visitor pass for Aeon Facility S23 Sierpinski. There you go. The surface lift, I don't need to go back. This is where I came from. There's no point in going back. She is Ariane. She is not. She is not Ariane. So this is a thing. You learn that the Elster units are a copy of an older Elster unit. So, okay, let me explain it this way. I went over at the beginning. I'm more than happy to explain it to you. And only because you're my partner. If anyone else had asked, I would say no. But because I'm your partner, you get special privileges. So all the replica units are like copies of humans, right? Like their brain is brain scanned and copied over and essentially copy pasted to all the replica units. What happened with the Ulster units, though, is the original brain scan was lost or corrupted. And so their scans or their brains are a scan of a scan. And so fucked up shit happened with that. And so we see Ariane as fucking Alina because they do look quite similar. However, because our brain, this is beginning of the loop and we don't know what the fuck is happening, our brain is subsupposing this person who we served with years and years and years ago. And by we, I mean the older Elster unit our brain is copied from, served with like hundreds of years ago at the beginning of the war, and is seeing Ariane as that. So, yeah. Yeah, you get it. You get it. It's locked, requires a key. Also, all of the cameras follow you. Fun fact. Dink and Die Regal. This is all. So she's practicing our grandma. Yeah, basically. We're seeing a person who does not exist anymore. The rule of 6. Remember the rule of 6. Never carry more than 6 items on your person. Property is a privilege. Keep your pockets empty and your bag light. Yeah, so you're only allowed 6 items in the game. Fun fact. And this is our first save room. Let's see. We're going to keep our end file. So we'll go 2, 3, and 4. And also, fun fact, I just want to show you this. If you go to save, and you go continue without saving, and you go, yes, you'll regret this later. Yeah, but I'm on about a theory that the guy had, I believe, a 2-hour video where Ariane Eldritch's powers are copying, and throughout the timeline, the founders, her and Ael, look strikingly similar. The point of basically the same or something like that. It's been a while. Yeah, no worries. This is where we're going to stop. You might be like, why are we stopping here? We haven't done a whole lot. This game works on Resident Evil rules. You cannot save whenever you want. You have specific save rooms. I can tell you, Skim. Yep. Yeah, I do. When I'm reading comments, I have to skim through. But anyways, you only get a certain amount of save rooms per thing. You have to travel back and forth a lot. So we don't have the luxury of that. Where is... Do we just not have the radio yet? Is the radio a module? I did not remember the radio being a module. But I guess the radio is a module. Let's read the shit that's in this room. Let's do that. Service request form F29. Yes? Okay, thank you. Honey has played this more recently than I have. Data filing service request form 84214. Full protector ID of unit filing request EULR S2309 replica status staff department something. Full protector ID of unit processing request AR S2303 replica service object Mond and Toctor high security wall safe. Numeric keypad, location of object, classroom 4B, description, the wall safe, and classroom 4B keeps resetting to the default combination. What's the point of the whole radio code broadcasting system if our safe can only be opened with code in the manual? And now we have to find the fucking manual. Memorandum wall safe code has come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the protector wall safes. Any worker connected to this leak are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. Adler. So Adler is admin. Fun fact. Keep records, protocol, everything. Remember, if you don't write it down, it never happened. Get the right forms from administration. Save your files frequently. And then this is that hallway. So we'll just save here in the staff room. Once we get the radio, it's going to be a lot of backtracking to get the SSTV signals we need. Just so that I can show you how you're supposed to properly do it. Although I can't obviously show you uploading the SSTV signal onto an SSTV decoder and then getting the image from there. You can look up the images though, and I would highly recommend it, or like look up someone like using an SSTV decoder. It's really cool. It's really interesting. And it's cool that the game like utilizes it. That is going to be it for today. Fun fact, we already have something we need for the ending. I did not tell you what it was, but if you pay attention, you know what it'd be. Or if you think about it, you know what it'd be. But we already have something we need to get the Lily ending. But this game, I really hope one day Rose Engine like releases a book talking about the development of this game and like showing the art and stuff. At one point it was like a 2D side scroller and then it became 3D. And it's amazing. This game was developed by 2 people. Of course, they brought people in to help with like the music and playtesting, but this was developed by 2 people, like over 5 or 7 years, I think, which is so cool and insane. I could not imagine doing that. You're lagging, love. Sentences are skipping. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Am I lagging for anyone else? Also, fun fact. What's your fun fact? Everything is the 3D model. None of this in the world is a 2D sprite. Yeah, so... Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was essentially just saying how it was developed by 2 people, and that's insane. And how I wish they would release a book talking about the making of this game. But yeah, everything's 3D modeled. None of it's 2D. And you can actually go into like the source files for this and you can get all the 3D models. I paid so much money for that book. Same. I doubt we'll ever get it. However, it's very cool. I wonder if they're developing new shit. I don't know. But it'd be cool if they were. But anyways, that is the beginning of Signalis. I hope you enjoyed the ramblings in the beginning that took up the first half of this. And sorry I got so much of it wrong right off the bat. All my theories went immediately down the drain. Oh, man. Don't you love it when you just, like, start a game and then immediately it proves you wrong? I love it. So, if you want to see more of Signalis, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click the notification to know whenever I go live. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you can, donate. You can do that over at ko-fi.com/ThePorcelainGamer, although I'd hold off on that for a bit. Or you can join our Discord Discord is the pinned comment in live chat and is also in my page links. I also recommend, if you have not watched this game being played before, please, please, please either play the game yourself. It's a quick game. It'll take you at most 10 hours if you're like really going through and you're getting lost like I do. But typically it's about like a 6-hour game. Or you can go and watch me play it last year for Too Spooky. It is in the Too Spooky playlists, as well as in the section that currently has 2024 Too Spooky. If you're watching this past September 2025, though, it is no longer there. You get an entire year of it, and then it changes to the next year, so sorry about that. But I love this game. I forgot how much I love this game and how, like, creepy this game is gonna get. It's gonna get creepy as shit, everyone. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But with that all being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you as all. Oh, wait. Hold up. Schedule. I forgot. I got into talking about the game and I forgot to say what the schedule is. This week it's a little bit weird. It's birthday week in my family. There's 2 people who have birthdays this week. So we're gonna be gone tomorrow. Tomorrow it is a birthday. So I'm not gonna be here. Wednesday we will be back with more Signalis. Thursday's day off. Friday we'll be back with Signalis again. And Saturday we should be playing with Ash, which will be very, very fun. Hopefully we'll be doing, hydrate. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot about the hydrate prompt. You can tell who's been here for a while. Oh my god, I forgot about hydrate. Holy shit. Quai just sent a blast from the past. If you're also wondering, what's the gay crimes prompt? It's not slay anymore. Is it still slay? I can't remember. It might be slay. I can't remember what it is. I remember at one point, Nightbot wouldn't do that command, so we had to change it. Let me see. We had to change it to something else. Gay crime. Let me go. Let me see. Nightbot, what is the command nowadays? I 100% forget what it is. Let me see. Commands. It's YAS, YAS. It's YAS. I remember Slay became like a banned prompt. They did not like Slay. I remember that. I remember that. There we go. That's what it was changed to. Because this is a queer game. It's a late reveal, but it is queer. To be quite honest, this game is just lesbian longing. Like, this is just Yearning, the game. Signalis, a.k.a. Lesbian Yearning, the game. Oh my god, I can change that. That's going to be a part of the title now. If it'll fit. If it'll fit. I don't know if it will. But anyways, as you can see, or as you can hear, you can't see, you can hear, Bo is now eating his toys, so I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for watching, and Yearning goes on and on, cause cancer. Oh my god. I gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.